So why we wait for the inevitable launch of the BMW 9 Series and 10 Series? Because, come on, we know it's going to happen. Let's talk about the BMW 1 Series. Or more in question, the car behind me. This is a BMW 118i Sport. Cracking little car. What I love about these cars is that BMW, no matter what series you go for, never compromise on their DNA. Just look at this car. It's familiar, instantly recognisable as a BMW. Thanks in part to that wonderful kidney-shaped grille, that BMW roundel. And this car is sitting proudly on 17-inch diamond-cut alloys. It really is a little treasure. Now, BMW have made this car more compact and more smaller on the outside, but they've given a lot more room inside. Let's go and have a look. Also like the styling at the back of this 1 Series. These lovely big rear lights, and this is a nice little touch. The boot opening is the BMW roundel itself. Just do that, it opens up and then you go. Nice wide opening for the boot and very deep. You can load a lot of stuff into that. 360 litres of boot space, and that's pretty good for a car of this size. It's got a 60-40 split rear seat. Once you fold them forward, you get around 1200 litres of boot space. There is a compromise. That's the size of this rear window. It's very small, and that's due to the styling of the car. They've squished the back down to give it a coupe look. It means that when you're looking out this rear window, it looks like a slot, like a letterbox. And also, head height is compromised. For a big guy like me, once you're inside this car, it does feel rather tight inside, and I wouldn't like to share the back seat with 2 other guys. It would be a little bit tough. I do like it inside here. It's absolutely wonderful. It's got that wonderful steering wheel. These seats look like they're out of a sports car more than a little family car. And one thing that I do love is this little bit of extra support you get for your thighs underneath. It really is nice. BMW have always done that. Got the iDrive system. This is a manual 6-speed gearbox. You've got sports and comfort mode when you're driving it. Now, these cars do drive incredibly well no matter what engine size you have. So let's put it to the test. Nice little touch straight away in the BMW 118i Sport 5-door. As you pulled away, all the doors automatically locked. I like that. Now, I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again because it's important. When you get behind the wheel of a BMW, whether it's the 1 Series or an 8 Series, or whether it's from 2017 or from 1985, you just know you're in a BMW. They are instantly familiar and recognisable, and that's the one thing that really appeals to me and a lot of our customers about BMW. They are true to their DNA. This is a 1.5 petrol. They do a 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, a 2 litre and a 3 litre petrol, and they do a 1.5 and a 2 litre diesel. Both of them are available in manual or automatic. I'm driving a car that's got the 6-speed manual gearbox. This little 1.5 is good from 0 to 60 in around 9 seconds. Top speed 130 miles an hour. Great little car, will get you where you need to go. Very, very familiar in its surroundings. Everything with BMW always is. I do like some certain features about BMWs. The font, no matter where you look inside the cabin, is exactly the same. A lot of manufacturers make the mistake of having the fonts different on all the different instruments, like the radio to the instrument cluster, and it becomes fussy, where here it's very simple, it's very plain, and it's very laid out. Obviously, you've got that wonderful fit and finish with that Germanic build quality wherever you look, and every surface that you touch, you just know that you're touching something of quality. But it's the way it drives, and that's the thing about these cars, the way they drive. So let me tell you what I'm holding on to. Well, I've got this wonderful BMW sport steering wheel, multifunction, wonderful. It works and operates everything that you need to, including your Bluetooth connectivity, your satellite navigation, if you want to listen to your own music, and your telephone. You've also got that coupled with the Bmw Idrive System. It's down here to my left. It's a little bit out the way. I'd like to have seen it move further into the cockpit. It is stuck a little bit out the way. It's down here, and that means that it's a little bit tricky to get to. You can't operate it without taking your eyes off the road. You have to go and look for it. But once you get used to its instructions and how to operate it, it becomes second nature. Fortunately, as I say, most of those buttons are covered on the steering wheel. We've got electric windows. You've got those famous BMW seats which go into loads of different positions. Plus you've also got under leg support. You can pull the front of the seat out and get a bit more support under your thighs if you so wish. This car's got air conditioning, all BMWs do, and it is brilliant. Now this car was meant to compete with the likes of the Mercedes A-Class and the Audi A3, both great cars, and we cover those in stock. But none of them have what this car's got. And although it's a little 5-door hatchback, it feels so much more sporty. And that's for two reasons. Number one is BMW have put the seats in this car much lower, so you feel like you're sat behind the cockpit of a sports car. But most importantly, this car is rear-wheel drive, and that does make a difference. The steering is direct and pointy. Wherever you put it, it will go. But you're driving from the rear wheels, and that gives a much better driving experience when you're pushing it into bends or coming out the bends. I love the way these drive. Now, in terms of compromises with this car, there's one big one, and that's space in the rear. It's a little bit cramped in the back, and not only that, the rear visibility is awful. If you're trying to look at that rear window, it does look like you're looking out of a letterbox slit. It really is tiny. So you've got these huge great big mirrors either side, and if you can overcome that compromise in one of these, you will get yourself behind the wheel of a very sporty little hatchback that will do everything you want it to do and return nearly 60 miles to the gallon. Absolutely phenomenal. I am absolutely, genuinely, hand on heart, bowled over by the way that car drives. I can't believe it's just a 1.5 3-cylinder. What I like about this car is the fact that it's rear-wheel drive. It's got that sporty driving stance. You are sat right down low in behind that cockpit. It feels more like a sports car than a little family car. It really does. And don't forget, every car comes with an 82-point RAC by-shore vehicle preparation check as standard. Finance is available. Our cars come with a remainder of the manufacturer's warranty or 3 months free RAC guarantee. Part exchange is always welcome, and all cars come with complimentary 12 months mechanical breakdown. If you want more information, then look at our website at brewermotors.com.